Hello, all, and welcome back to NFL Daily, where today we are counting down our list of the 10 worst free agent signings in NFL history. Warning, if you are a Browns or a Redskins fan, you might want to look away now. 10. Brock Osweiler to the Houston Texans. The most recent signing on this list, Brock Osweiler, came to the Houston Texans with hopes that he would become their new franchise quarterback. After a couple solid games for the Denver Broncos in place of injured Peyton Manning, Osweiler decided he wanted to go somewhere else to be a starter, and in 2016, the Texans jumped at the opportunity, signing Osweiler to a 4-year, $72 million contract. After getting the starting position he wanted, Osweiler did nothing except fall short of the expectations that had been set for him, as he ended the 2016 season with 15 touchdowns and 16 interceptions, as well as getting sacked a ridiculous 27 times for more than 200 yards lost. Needless to say, Houston cut ties with him after just one season, but not before Texans fans started a GoFundMe page to try and buy out his contract. 9. David Boston to the San Diego Chargers. David Boston had the potential to be a great receiver in the National Football League. However, off-the-field matters can derail even the most promising of careers. After an impressive 2001 season with the Arizona Cardinals, in which he caught 98 passes for 1,598 yards and 8 touchdowns, it looked like Boston was coming into his own and letting his play do the talking. And with that mindset, the San Diego Chargers rewarded him with a huge 7-year contract worth $47 million. Soon, the Chargers realized that Boston's attitude issues never left, as he quickly became a problem with the coaches and teammates. And with the Chargers having only won 4 games with Boston in the lineup, the Bolts traded him after just one season to the Miami Dolphins, where his career quickly faded into obscurity. 8. Andre Rison to the Cleveland Browns. Sticking at the wide receiver position for number 8 on our list, we have Andre Rison. Rison was a 4-time Pro Bowl receiver in his time with the Falcons, and after ending his last season in Atlanta with 81 receptions for 1,088 yards, Rison looked ready to be a threat in the passing game for whatever team ended up signing him. But after the Cleveland Browns signed him to a 5-year, $17 million deal, which made him the highest paid receiver in NFL history at the time, his numbers plummeted. And after catching only 47 balls for the Browns, Cleveland cut ties with Rison after just one season. And to make matters worse, Browns fans then had to watch Rison bounce around the league the following year and then end up winning a Super Bowl with the Green Bay Packers. 7. Adam Archuleta, the Washington Redskins. In 2006, the Redskins signed safety Adam Archuleta to a staggering 7-year, $35 million contract, which made him the highest paid safety in NFL history to that point. And while Archuleta had previously been successful for the St. Louis Rams, his time with the Redskins would not be the same. With only 49 tackles and 1 sack, Archuleta made his playing time in the nation's capital something that Redskins will certainly want to forget, as he only made 7 starts before being benched in the one season he played with the Redskins. After that season, he then moved on to the Chicago Bears, where his career faded out. 6. DeMarco Murray, the Philadelphia Eagles. At number 6 on our list, we stay within the NFC East, where we have running back DeMarco Murray. Coming off a league-leading 1,845 yards rushing for the Dallas Cowboys in 2014, the Philadelphia Eagles signed the 2014 NFL Offensive Player of the Year, DeMarco Murray, to a 5-year contract worth $40 million. The plan was to have Murray share carries in the Eagles' backfield with another free agent signing, running back Ryan Matthews. But this arrangement did not work, as Murray's production dropped drastically to just 702 yards rushing in 2015, a decrease of more than 1,100 yards year over year. And after just one disappointing season in Philadelphia, the Eagles gave up on Murray and traded him to the Tennessee Titans. 5. Nnamdi Asomugha, the Philadelphia Eagles. Another disappointing Eagles signing finds its way onto our list, this time on the defensive side of the ball. Cornerback Nnamdi Asomugha was coming off 3 consecutive Pro Bowl seasons with the Oakland Raiders when he signed a 5-year, $60 million deal with the Philadelphia Eagles, whose off-season roster overhaul inspired backup quarterback Vince Young to call the Eagles a dream team. Asomugha was the top free agent player available in 2011, but the move didn't really pay off for Philadelphia, as the Eagles were 12-20 in the 2 seasons that Asomugha was on the team. And after just 2 years of struggling in the Philadelphia Eagles' zone defense, he was released following the 2012 season. Asomugha did play one more season in the NFL in 2013 with the San Francisco 49ers, but he was never the same player as he once was, and just like that, the career of one of the top cornerbacks in the league crashed and burned in a hurry after he left Oakland. 4. Deion Sanders, the Washington Redskins. It may sound crazy to say that Hall of Fame corner Deion Sanders is one of the worst free agent signings in NFL history, and don't get us wrong, Primetime was on the right side of a few good free agency signings. But the 7-year, $56 million contract that Washington signed him to when he was 33 years old wasn't one of them. Sanders was far past his prime when he was released by the Dallas Cowboys and joined the Redskins. Washington was hoping that Deion was going to play like the best corner in the league like he did for the majority of his career, but this was not the case as Sanders contributed a modest 4 interceptions the following season for the Redskins, and after just 1 season in Washington, D.C., Sanders retired and the Redskins were left with the 6 years remaining on his contract. 3. Jeff Garcia, the Cleveland Browns. Quarterback Jeff Garcia made 3 Pro Bowl appearances while with the San Francisco 49ers, in which he took the Niners to the playoffs in back-to-back years in 2001 and 2002. But in 2003, after a subpar year, and with the relationship with Hall of Fame wideout Terrell Owens beyond repair, Garcia was released by the 49ers, and, looking for a quarterback, the Browns landed him thanks to a 4-year deal worth a cool $25 million. Garcia struggled in Cleveland as he went 3-7 in 10 starts with the Browns that season, with 10 touchdown passes and 9 interceptions, and he was gone the following year. And after bouncing between teams for a few years, Jeff Garcia ended his career playing in 1 game for Philadelphia in 2009. 2. Scott Mitchell, the Detroit Lions. At the number 2 spot on our list, we find yet another troubled quarterback signing. This time, it's Scott Mitchell. After 4 years of backing up Dan Marino in Miami, quarterback Scott Mitchell was signed by the Detroit Lions and plugged into an explosive offense that already featured running back Barry Sanders and receivers Herman Moore and Brett Perryman. Mitchell's best season came in 1995 when the Lions finished 10-6 and boasted the NFL's second-best offense. However, this success would be short-lived as one of the franchise's most promising seasons came to an end as Mitchell threw 4 interceptions in a 58-37 playoff loss to the Philadelphia Eagles. This loss would be the beginning of the end for Mitchell and the Lions, as Mitchell would never live up to the promise that he showed in 1995, and the Lions have continued to struggle ever since. 1. Albert Haynesworth, the Washington Redskins. We told you to look away, Redskins fans, as this is the 3rd Skins signing on our list, and the worst free agent signing in NFL history, without a doubt, is Albert Haynesworth. Haynesworth is far and away one of Washington's most disappointing free agent signings, and they have quite a few. In 2009, the highly touted defensive tackle was signed to a 7-year, $100 million contract with a $5 million signing bonus, with $41 million guaranteed. In return, Haynesworth boycotted off-season workouts, fought with the new head coach Mike Shanahan, and only logged 2.5 sacks during the 2010 season. Haynesworth's tenure in D.C. ended after he was suspended without pay, and just like that, Haynesworth's legacy as the worst free agent signing in NFL history was cemented. And that is our list of the 10 worst free agent signings in NFL history. Did we miss out on anyone? Be sure to let us know what you think about our list in the comments down below. But other than that, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to keep up to date with all the content that is on the way. And lastly, have a great day.